It's my first morning in the Bothy, and it's a little bit cold. I've got the fire going already, and somebody had made a pretty bad job chopping down some of this Scots pine. But they made a pretty bad job of it. It was clearly still alive when they cut it down. It's really not very cool. However, it's been done. They've left it. They've not chopped it up further. I'm guessing because it was too hard work. The place here, it's outside, it's pretty minging. Like, whoever's been visiting this place has just left litter everywhere. It's kind of a bit not on, as this place is pretty awesome. But this morning I wouldn't normally chop wood inside, however it is too wet outside. So what I'm going to do is use plastic chairs to make a makeshift kind of sawhorse, mainly because the wood is less likely to damage the plastic. It means that there's going to be no damage to the furniture, and it's kind of damage limitation in terms of the situation. So got this big bit here, chopping it up will keep me warm, the wood will keep me warm, and I better get into it. This bothy it's been a nice one. There's something juxtaposed about having a full mobile signal here. It's a lonely place, but with the mobile signal, which is not a bad thing, but it does slightly confuse the experience for me. Now I could turn my phone off, but that can be done anywhere. I want to be off radar, out of reach. I want that. And here you don't quite get that. It is an excellent bothy. The insulation, the way that they put this thing together, it's so simple, but it's very effective. I was lucky enough to meet the maintenance officer yesterday, and one of the other maintenance officers from another area, and they are just passionate about bothies and fully aware that they mean different things to different people, and those things might not always marry up well for joint experiences, but it's good. There's a rowan tree outside which is meant to ward off evil spirits. The owners of the estate seem to have a degree of sentimentality around that, and they want it kept. Now, regrettably, there are some signs that branches have been sawn off, which isn't great. There's a lot of signs of people not using this place that sustainably. There's litter. People are going to the toilet outside the bothy. I mean, like leaving toilet roll soaked in the rain outside. And when they go into the woods, they're not bothering to bury stuff. It's not great. You know, bothies are special places. The provision of them is extended on the basis that the surrounding area will be treated with respect. And that's a big part of why I make these videos. It's because a lot of people might want to go, but they don't know how to do it sustainably, and people who do go might not know how to do it sustainably. There have been people asking me that if these videos might not ruin what bothies are by getting more people there, but the people who come here, some of them are already ruining it, you know. They're being lazy, seeing it as just a chance to get away and get drunk. You know, anyone can read a map, in theory. Anyone can read a map and find these places. The coordinates are not hidden. It's not as if we're inviting in the hordes to take advantage of them. Now that might happen. You might get some people who come in and take away from Bothy culture. However, I know a lot of my friends who are really wanting to visit bothies and experience them and experience different parts of the country, want to come along, and I'm fully in the belief that they would do it sustainably if they knew how. So the hope is to bring in more like-minded people who want to preserve bothies, preserve the culture. Now, by doing that, is there potentially a compromise to what that culture is? Yes. But the bothies are simple shelters for those who love loneliness in the wild, and to hide that feels wrong. To make them inaccessible feels wrong, and to be inhospitable feels wrong. We have we have people who are being inhospitable or lacking in respect for these places, and that's been a problem ever since bothies existed. I think the emergence of books and coordinates on bothies has definitely brought a brand new fleet of visitors. Some for better, some for worse. And I guess if people don't know how to do it sustainably on a bothy by bothy basis, then yeah, it's hard. It's like when you're shivering and you're cold and it's wet outside and you're hungry, you're going to cut whatever wood you can see, knowing that certain wood doesn't burn very well, certain wood doesn't give off very much heat. That makes it difficult. Knowing where you can find the wood as well, knowing how to have little things to stop you from detracting from the environment, the surroundings, and the overall experience for everyone else. I think that's important. I'm ready to be kind of convinced otherwise, but there might be some convincing to do. I've got an open mind about it, but I think it's important that we acknowledge that this is the 21st century. People are going to keep coming to these places, new people are going to come to these places, and to have them off the cultural radar, it's a double-edged sword. So less people come, but you can't guarantee that that knowledge, that culture is going to be passed from the right person to the right person. It only takes one or two bad influences to extend it to their bad influences, and all of a sudden the good people are out of the loop in the Bothies, and they are left to become something else. And that would be a shame. Yeah.